the way that we're consuming music, you put something out and it's gone in the ether a month later. So unless you've got the patience to keep promoting and pushing that same thing, repurposing it and pushing it back out, people are going to forget about it. So for you to develop yourself, and this is the principle that I take, is just keep writing, keep trying to put stuff out, and work to a standard if you're at that point where you recognize your standard. But if not, then just make something. Something that if you don't do anything, nothing's going to happen for you.
I mean, gold gem. Right, you're dropping gems out here. Amazing. This is the Wordlife show on Ujima Radio. Mad. Flavors, you know.
Don't rap because I want to be famous.
No, hey, I see you. But it's tough, you're famous now. You're on the Wordlife show.
Yes, sir.
My brother.
We here.
Kemikali.
Big up, man. Big up again for having me.
No, my pleasure, bro. Tracks like that, you know what I mean? I understand why people liked it when you showed down the show. Big up, Blade 521. As I say, I play that Flavors track because you've done that as one of your songs when you were there.
Yes, indeed.
You killed it, well.
Thank you, bro.
Right, so Kemikali. I've got you in to do a general interview first. As I say, basically how we do our first interviews with people is more like you're born, you're here now, what's happened in between. You know what I mean? So we've been talking off air. I kind of got an understanding that you've only been rapping for a few years.
3 years now, man.
That's a few. Like, that's when I say a few, like I don't just like mean on the throwaways. Literally a few. 3.
I recorded my first tune 6 months ago.
Wait, what?
Think
That's
about
not
that.
3 years.
Yeah, but like in terms of actually patting it down and getting music out.
Wait, I thought it was bad enough 3 years. So hang on. So you've been writing hip hop for 3 years.
I've been writing hip hop for a few years.
And then you only recorded your first song 6 months ago.
Yeah.
That's mental.
Yeah.
It goes to show people
The
what
hustle.
you could do if you apply yourselves, you know? Mad! Now, obviously, the reason is because 3 years ago he was in school and not joking. Now, man's got like full mustache and beard. We can't pull that one off. But no, bro, and not trying to say age thing, but I know that basically that's quite late for artists to start doing it. Yeah. Now I know previously, for many moons before that, you was DJing.
Absolutely.
But what made you take the plunge and decide, do you know what? I'm a rapper now.
Yeah, okay. Fair play, man. Well, hip-hop's always been in my heart. Hip-hop's always been my favorite music. I mean, it's more than just music to me. It's my culture, right? So I've always had that sort of essence in me. I came up listening to all different types of music, and like you said a minute ago, I've been DJing for years now. But in terms of actually getting to the point where I was going to write, I've always been interested in words. I've always sort of tried to write like a bit of poetry, but never really, got around to making anything official out of it. And then, when you love a thing, eventually you know that someone really loves it when they start trying to make it themselves. Yeah. So that was it, really. There was a point where I was just like, I'm sitting on all these bars. Someone better hear them.
Right, which explains the 2.5 years until you recorded part.
Absolutely.
But my point is, like, surely, and I'm not trying to give away age thing or nothing like that. It's not like you're super old or anything like that, but at the same time, we're not like no 17-year-olds or like that, you know what I mean? And as I say, it's quite a long time for you not to give it a go. Did you not eat? So even like when he was DJ, did you not like rap along to other people's lyrics?
Yeah,
fair,
good question, man. Yeah, like again, like I'm the guy that knows the lyrics to every track,
to every song.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You get the structure. You get the maths. I think as a DJ, you also get the way the breaks, so the drops happen and everything like that. And all right, have you ever dabbled with producing music?
Do you know what happened? This is how it went. All right, so 2020, I bought a load of equipment because I was like, right, now's the time. I got space. I'm gonna start trying to make music. 2021, I had a baby, and then I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm going to have the time that I wish I had to really dive into this production thing. Yeah. But I still need that creative outlet. I still need to flex that creative muscle, as they say.
And you're like, I could write lyrics on the back of nappies.
Exactly. More or less. Yeah. You couldn't put it any other way.
So it's life.
That's where it led me to.
That direction for
Absolutely, yeah.
So had that not been the case, you could have been a super producer right now.
Maybe so, man. Maybe so. Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath.
I mean, look.
It's always on the horizon.
The amount of work that you're doing and the stuff that you're doing, it wouldn't surprise me if you take to that like a duck in water or something.
Thank you, man.
Honestly,
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You clearly have a very good understanding of music, and I think that as a radio presenter or someone has a lot of guests in, I see a lot of people who jump in the opposite way, and they don't know how to DJ, don't know how to do that mathematical side of the music, which is the also important part. You know what I mean? And as a result, they don't know what 16 bar is. They don't know stuff like that. So as someone who's only been doing it for a few years, what would you give advice-wise to a new artist?
Okay, good question. I mean, the first thing is to just believe that if 2 people like your music, 2 people like your bars, then that means that more than 2 people will like it. So I think we often get caught up in our own heads when it comes to releasing music or making music. But actually, most of the time, what you've written is dope. I mean, it came from a creative place, so most of the time there's something to it. And you'll develop and you'll learn. You'll develop and you'll learn, and you're not going to necessarily get it right first time, but it doesn't matter. It's not about getting it right first time.
Just don't get it really wrong.
Don't get it so wrong that you start doubting yourself, basically.
Now, that is golden advice. Let me show you this, The amount of songs that artists don't release that are amazing, that sit on the computers or gather dust or whatever, and then 3 years later it's too late. They've missed a chance. They've missed all the opportunities they could have got from it. Don't procrastinate.
Absolutely.
Get it out there then.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I heard a Nas tune earlier today, which is still unreleased. Deja Vu, I think it's called, and it's a banger. It's a banger. It was supposed to be on It Was Written. It just never came out. So the amount of stuff that people are sitting on, which is gold, which doesn't see the light of day, it's a bit of a shame. So don't be that person, is what I'm trying to say. Don't be that person.
It's a bit different. See, back in them days, though, what you got to remember, like, It Was Written, I think he probably done like 100 tracks for that.
Yeah, for sure.
And then they pick out the best one.
For sure.
But you got to think, when they're putting that much budget and that much money into it, they want to know that track 1's going to sell as a single, track 2's going to sell as a single, and it was getting around that It Was Written stage. It was singles. It was that If I Rule the World. Club hits and like radio hits. This is why I say get Lauryn Hill on chorus. Nice and like that. You know what I mean? And I think as an artist, as much as you have to put your best stuff out there, people want consistency now.
Yeah, for sure.
The game's changed, isn't it?
It's a consumer market, like, for sure. I mean, Spotify streaming, all of this stuff, like, I don't need to be the first one to tell you, but like the way that we're consuming music, you put something out and it's gone in the ether a month later. So unless you've got the patience to keep promoting and pushing that same thing, repurposing it and pushing it back out, people are going to forget about it. So for you to develop yourself, and this is the principle that I take, is just keep writing, keep trying to put stuff out, and work to a standard if you're at that point where you recognize your standard. But if not, then just make something. That if you don't do anything, nothing's going to happen for you.
I mean, gold gem. You're dropping gems out here. Amazing, right? So, just because it's scary how fast time goes and interviews fly by and everything like that, and I know we got like 5 tracks on the live performance, but I know you're going to be going in, so I don't want to overrun. But I know I would say big up J Dart.
Yeah, big up J Dart.
That the first song you done, was that with him?
That was Foundations. That was with him.
And that was the first one 6 months ago that you actually recorded.
Absolutely, and being in the studio with J Dart and like seeing how this guy moves, he's amazing. So you know, the amount I learned from the people around me, and that I can still continue to learn from my peers around me, is what helps me to sharpen, helps me to hone the creative blade.
Good one, and that's bro. But also you've got another project coming out, the
Pan-Africana with Mr. Congo. Absolutely. Mr. Congo, my
that's
guy.
a dope link up.
Thank you, bro.
So did you say, was it New Guinea? Or?
Yeah, so no, it was Guinea in West Africa. Absolutely,
sorry, Old Guinea.
Old Guinea, the original Guinea. Yeah. So I was there literally 2 days, man, and the guy was waiting for an opportunity like this, like me basically, to come along, and you know, we kept the link. And,
bro,
I played him the track earlier, and he was so gassed, man. He was so gassed that we were here playing the tune in the UK on Ujima radio on the Wordlife show. So.
Going out to a different audience that he'd probably never have tapped into had he not met you that day. You know what I mean? So it's strange how these things work out.
Indeed.
So you dropped your debut project. It's just mad saying debut to you. Like it just seems like, from the knowledge and the conversations we've had, you seem like an artist who's been doing this a long time.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. That's love, bro.
But no, the truth, and I ain't got to say these things. And I mean that, bro. Like really, like some of the stuff you say, you get the knowledge, you understand. I think that's maybe you as a DJ.
Yeah,
and
for
just,
sure.
Like enjoying music and stuff. Projects. Now you dropped your first EP, was it?
Indeed, yeah. It's called Hypothesize This. Dropped it on my label, Eat My Beat.
Eat My Beat. Yeah. So Eat My Beat or Beats?
Eat My Beat.
Nice, okay.
That was release number 36, by the way. So go back and check the back catalog.
Wait. So
in terms of on the label,
on your label,
the catalog label number 36.
So your project, was released at the EP. So not 36 songs, separate releases.
36 separate releases, and mine was the 36th one.
We have probably about 3 minutes. I do need a minute to just tell me about that. So that's not something you talk. So 36 releases.
Yeah. Eat My Beats have been running 10 years, and we released everything from UK based techno, dubstep, grime. Worked with producers all over the country. Worked with producers in Europe, America, Australia, everywhere, man.
I needed to do my research a bit more. Shame on me,
good,
bro.
It's all good, bro.
That's dope. I did not have a clue. And wow, okay.
Thank you, man.
And to only put yourself out on the 36 release shows like
I feel like a proud daddy. You know, after release number 36, I dropped the release on my own label. I'm like,
but you know,
proud man,
a lot of these people, they're like, so we set up a label, we get all these people, and then we put them all with me.
Yeah.
I mean, to get to 36 and to do that, I think we can say that you haven't done that.
Thank you.
It's probably overdue and about time that you actually had that. So congratulations, bro.
Thank you, man. Pleasure.
Right, now I have probably I'd say about 1 minute and a half. Scary how quick these interviews go through,
indeed.
right?
It's crazy, right?
I know there's probably so much more things we could touch on, but is there anything you think I'm missing out that they should know about you?
I mean, lots of music to come this year. Like, this is the thing. I've kicked things off now, and now I'm really going to try and continue and travel with that consistency. I've got 4 projects to drop this year, different styles. Some of them are 140, some of them are hip hop. We got that Pan Africana project, which there's even an Afrobeat track on there. So I'm just trying to be open and experimental and explore different musical outlets. And I'm open to collabs. So Bristol artists and London artists, anyone around, like Cardiff artists, open to collab. So let's slide in, man.
And also he's sick grime as well.
Thank you, man.
That flavor.
Do you know what? I love hip hop, and I really want to be a sick hip hop artist, but unfortunately I'm better on grime.
Bro, let me show you this. Like, I love hip hop. Hip hop's our roots, but hip hop's an American thing. We're from the UK. Right? I mean, we grew up in we're from the UK, right? Indeed. Our music is grime. I'm telling you now, if I put on a hip hop beat in a club, and it's not some like club anthem sort of thing, boom, but people stand there, they put their head, they're watching. I mean, you put on a garage song or a grime song, they're dancing before you say the bar. They're skanking out, bro. I'm telling you, we need to get behind grime. We need to get behind this 140 stuff so much more. That is our hip hop in this country. This is our project, our product that we've created that we should be proud of. You know what I mean?
Thank you, man.
So there ain't no problem with that. To me, you know what I mean? It's like, as much as we grew up in that era of, like, you know, your Nazi, Wu-Tang, your certain things like that, you know what I mean? I give it that Wiley, that Dizzy Rascal, give me that, you know what I mean?
It's just a different kind of energy, isn't it? Like,
vibes,
there's nothing like being at a grime rave.
Crew,
like
if you ever seen Heartless Crew live, then it's a different game.
It's a game changer, exactly.
Right, now, we've got less than 30 seconds. I hate to do this, but I can chat to you for ages, bro.
Absolutely.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you for coming through.
Big up
on the music. Where can they find you online if they want to listen to your music?
You can find me on Instagram, Kemikali, KEMIKALI.EMB. Otherwise, if you're trying to stream my music, Spotify. Otherwise, head over to the Eat My Beat Bandcamp page. My music is on there.
And that's
Eat My Beat is
all your label stuff.
All my label stuff is on the Bandcamp page as well. No, it's not on YouTube. It's all on the Bandcamp, and obviously you can stream it on SoundCloud as well. But like, if you're trying to support and you're trying to get behind the movement, head over to the Bandcamp page.
And that's where you can pay money for it as well. So really do that. All right. So we're going to go to some commercial breaks.
Amazing.
After this is the live performance part of the show. I can't wait, bruv. All right. So we're going to skip off, and then it's time for the adverts. We'll be back after this.
Stick up, man. Stick up. Nice one.